Once upon a time, I found solace in an unexpected place. Despite not being raised in a Christian household, I found myself drawn to the faith. I spent most of my youth up to age 9 in foster care, moving from house to house. From age 9 to this day, I reside in ABDD, the Alliance for Behavioral and Developmental Disabilities. Here, I unearthed an intriguing world, the realm of furries. Yes, you heard it right, furries. Those vibrant, anthropomorphic characters that have become a sensation on the internet. Here's the twist. Due to my circumstances, I am not associated with any Christian denomination. Living with ADHD, bipolar disorder was one thing, but depression wasn't a part of my life until I became a part of the furry community. The antagonism I received from anti-furries introduced me to the shadows of depression. Now you might be thinking, how does that work? Can a Christian also be a furry? Well, that's a question I've grappled with for years, and it's far, it seems. You see, this faith has always offered me solace and guidance. It was a fascination with anthropomorphic characters in cartoons and movies, but it rapidly evolved into something more. I found myself drawn to the community, the creativity, the acceptance. I didn't just become a fan of furries, I became a furry in spirit. But here's the twist. I wasn't raised in a Christian household, but I chose to be a devout Christian. However, the journey was not always filled with the warmth of the sun or the joy of a rainbow. Despite the inclusive atmosphere of the furry community, I faced severe opposition from different corners. I was subjected to hatred, ridicule, and judgment. The aggression from anti-furries deeply impacted me, leading to a diagnosis of depression. This not only amplified my pre-existing mental struggles, but also made every day a battle. The negativity got to a point where I questioned my association with this community that had become the source of such distress. Consequently, I decided to withdraw. I ceased my outward identity as a furry. But here's the reality, being a furry was an integral part as much as my Christian faith was. I found myself caught in a torturous war between these two identities. The struggle was real, a battle between acceptance of self and societal acceptance. This complexity is what makes this issue so hard to... Can a Christian be a furry? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. It's a question of identity, of self-expression, and of acceptance. It's about reconciling one's faith with their hobbies, passions, and interests. It's about understanding that a person can be more than one thing, and that's okay. Being a Christian and a furry while also dealing with behavioral disabilities added another layer of complexity to my identity. This has further deepened my journey into self-discovery and acceptance. To summarize, being a Christian and a furry is a complex issue. It involves a deep dive into one's identity, a negotiation between personal beliefs and societal expectations, and journey towards self-acceptance. It's not about choosing one over the other, but rather about finding a balance, a harmony between the two. So, to all the Christians out there who might also be furries, remember this: your identity is your own. Despite my behavioral disabilities and the hate I've received, which was so significant it led to stress and depression, prompting me to leave the fandom, I've learned to fully embrace my identity. It's complex, it's multifaceted, and above all, it's beautiful. Despite leaving, I didn't become a hater of the fandom, but rather, I sought to understand myself better. Never let any amount of hate or judgment make you feel otherwise. As we draw this voyage to a close, I want to impart to you a safeguarding prayer from the Bible, Psalms 91, brought to our attention by the AI that's been assisting in the creation of this video, InVideo AI. It goes, "He who resides in the sanctuary of the Most High will find tranquility in the shadow of the Almighty. I will declare of the Lord is my sanctuary and my bulwark, my God, in whom I place my trust." The trials and complexities of this world are inescapable, but stand unyielding in your truth. Cherish your individuality and understand that your faith acts as your fortress. You represent a valued piece of this vibrant mosaic we dub life. Bear in mind you are loved and accepted exactly as you are. My gratitude for accompanying me on this expedition, for unlocking your heart to comprehension, and for recognizing the allure in our diversities. Until we meet again, remain safe, remain proud, and remain blessed.